Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's look, we are doing this Christmas inspired makeup look. It has your gold glitter, it has your blinding glow, it has your metallic red lip. It is perfect for the holidays, for any party you're attending. If you want to see how to get this look, then just keep on watching. Oh, praise God. Good morning everybody. So we're first going to start off by priming our eyes. We're going to use the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I am in the shade Fair. I'm going to begin placing that all over my eyes. I'm just going to buff that in using my Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge. And I'm going to go ahead and set that down with the Maybelline Fit Me Pressed Powder. This is not pressed. And I'm going to go ahead and set that using the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder in the shade 05 Fair. I highly recommend setting your eyeshadow primer because then it's just easier to blend any eyeshadow you're going to put on top. First thing we're going to do with our eyes today is we're going to apply our brow bone highlight. We are going to use the Jeffree Star Manny collaboration. This is the Skin Frost in the shade Uranus. This is one of my favorite highlights ever. It's a beautiful pale gold, perfect for fair skin tones. I'm going to take it on this flat brush right here, dip into that Skin Frost, and then spray my brush with some MAC Fix Plus. This definitely intensifies any highlight that you're going to put on. I mean, we see that, right? For today's look, we are going to be using the Jaclyn Hill palette. She collaborated with Morphe to create this palette. I absolutely adore Jaclyn. She was one of the first YouTubers that I started watching. We are going to be using this gold shade on our lids today, as well as a lot of the transition shades in this palette. First shade we're going to go in with is this shade right here. This is called Silk Cream. I'm going to take that color on a Morphe E23, which is a large blending brush, perfect for laying down your transition colors. We're gonna wait for the huge tractor to go by. Next shade we're gonna go in with is this shade right here called MFEO. It is slightly more pinky toned than the last shade we used. We want a hint of pink in this look. And I'm gonna take that on the same Morphe E23 blending brush and sweep it into the crease. Next, we're going to go in with a thinner blender brush. This is the R35 or the R36. I'll link it down below. This is from their Rose Gold collection, my favorite brush collection by Morphe. And we're going to go in with the color Pooter, which is right here, right underneath our first transition color. This crease brush is more precise, so it really fits into the socket of the eye, and that's what we're going to do with this color. We're going to start building up the definition in the crease. Can you already tell the difference, how much deeper this crease is than this one? That's what you want. Next shade we're going to use is the shade Buns. We are going to put this even deeper into our crease.
Penguin. I'm going downstairs.
Next I'm going to dip into the shade Mocha in even darker brown. And I'm going to put that in the deepest part of my crease. Now that our crease is done, we're going to start building up that outer corner. We're going to use the shade Chip right here. I'm going in with a Morphe pencil brush. This is the R41. Going back in with that thinner crease brush, we are going to blend out the edges of our dark shade. Slightly drag that across your crease. Now to deepen that outer corner even more, we are going into this shade right here called Central Park, the darkest brown in the palette. Using that pencil brush again and packing it on the very outer corner of my eye. Now for the lid shade, we are going into this gold shade right here called Queen. And I'm taking that on a flat brush. A MAC 242 would be perfect for this. Any flat synthetic brush will do. Once you have the color packed on your brush, take your MAC Fix Plus, give it a few spritzes, and start applying it to your lid. Bam. And we're going to take that gold shade and slightly draw a line right above our crease and create a soft cut crease. Using my pencil brush once more, I am going to tap over the line where the gold and the brown meet, just so then there are no harsh lines and there's a nice soft faded blend. Even gonna go in with my crease brush a bit to help that process. Now to go on my favorite part, the glitter. We're going to use the Urban Decay Heavy Metal Glitter Eyeliner. This is in the shade Midnight Cowboy. We are going to place that all over where we laid down that gold shade. This will also help with that cut crease to get an even sharper line. I mean, you see the gold glitter, right? I'm getting more exercise doing this than I ever have in this year of 2017.
I know makeup.
Now, if you don't want to add glitter and you just want to keep the gold metallic shadow, you could totally do that. I am just taking it to the level that I would take it, which is extra. So to prime the face now, I am going in with the Smashbox Primerizer. I am usually more on the oily side, but since Southern California's weather has been so bipolar and so windy and dry, I am taking all the moisture I can get. And I've just found that this primer really smooths out my makeup and really makes it last throughout the day. Here you go, Jen. Jen. Hey, you! Next I'm going in with the Makeup Forever Step 1 Mattifying Primer, and I'm putting this in the areas where I get the most oily.
Which is...
I'm going to say that. Give me a minute. It's called editing. Putting that on my cheeks right here because this is where I get the most oily throughout the day. A little on my chin, and the remainder on my forehead. For foundation today, I'm going in with my Maybelline Matte and Poreless in the shade 110 Porcelain. And how I like to apply my foundation is I first like to paint it all over my skin, then buff it in with my sponge. Foundation beard on point. And we're done. Now to buff it in using my Miracle Complexion Sponge by Real Techniques. For concealer, I'm going in with my Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Fair. Just warning you guys, I use a lot of this, so don't be frightened. Some down my nose. I like more coverage on my nose, forehead, and the chin because my chin is where I get most of my breakouts. Okay, now I'm going to set that down using my Maybelline Loose Powder, taking the flatter edge of my sponge and pressing that underneath the eye. I know the sun's right here, but we're just gonna deal with it, okay? Life happens. To set the rest of my face, I'm using my Maybelline Pressed Powder in the shade 110 Porcelain. Don't forget to bring your powders and your foundation down the neck so you don't have a harsh line. Okay, I'm gonna go do my brows off camera and I will be right back. Okay, our brows are sisters, they are not twins. Thank you, forgive me, moving on. Next we're gonna start on our lower lash line and we're gonna take the pencil brush we have been using this whole time and just whatever leftover eyeshadow is on that brush and sweeping that under our lower lash line. Next I'm going in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit in the shade Light to Medium and I'm going to bronze and contour the face. Taking the two bronzer shades and my large angled fluffy brush from Morphe, we are going to dip into both of those and start bronzing the face. Contouring the forehead because I was born with a 5 head. Now to contour, I'm going in with a rounder dome-shaped brush, dipping into the contour shade right in the middle, and placing my contour right below the bronzer. And you want to take your contour powder and slightly blend it up into your bronzer so it is all blended together. To clean up my contour, I'm going in with my translucent powder and my sponge. And in the words of Nick Tutorials, we are going to cut those cheeks. Okay, while that is baking, I'm going in with my blush. This is the Tarte Holiday Collection Blush Kit. Can we talk about this packaging? Yes. These are the 4 shades right here. I'm going in with this color. This is called Graceful. Oh, just kidding. I'm going in with this color right here. This is the shade Graceful. It's the more coral shade of the bunch. Going in with my sponge again and lightly stamping over that blush so it's not too intense. Now for my favorite part. The best part of any makeup routine. The most coveted, the most adored, the most worshipped. The highlight. I'm taking that on my Morphe M501 brush. This is the perfect brush for highlighting. We are going in with the Jeffree Star and Manny MUA collaboration Skin Frost in the shade Uranus. And to make it even more intense, I'm going to spray my brush with the Fix Plus. You do not have to do this for your highlight. A lot of highlights are way too intense on their own, but I love mine to be super extra and blinding. We are blinding everyone at work today. Oh, yes, Lord. Praise God. I mean, you can see that from Mars. You can. Okay, now we're gonna set the face using our MAC Fix Plus setting spray. I'm going to apply the Ardell Double Up Lashes off camera. I will be right back. For mascara today, I'm going to be using the Benefit Roller Lash. To complete today's look, I am going to be using the Jeffree Star Velour Liquid Lipstick in the shade Poinsettia. This is a part of his holiday collection. And let me just show you what she can do. Okay guys, that is my Christmas inspired makeup look all complete. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It has glitter, it has your blinding glow, and it has your metallic red lip. I think this lip is perfect for the holidays. If you want to tone it down and just use a regular matte red lipstick, you totally can. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.